Hello everybody, welcome back to Dave's Garage at Dave's Garage 249. Today I've got some things. We'll take a look at the completed Mack Cruiseliner truck real quick before I put that on the shelf. We're going to take a look at a early 60s AMT 3-in-1, 4-in-1, 5-in-1, 10-in-1 kit. I don't know, it's an amazing kit and I'll show you that. And then being that the weather's kind of changed and we've gone back from summer to winter mode again, then I think we have time to maybe fool around before we get the cars out and build another model, and I'll show you what my choice is there. So stick around and let's take a look at things. So without going on and on too awful long about it, here's the finished Mack Cruiseliner. I think it turned out pretty good. I did not rub and buff the clear coat. I just didn't have the patience for it this time. But I've not had clear coat go on. This didn't go on as good as it does usually, so it might have been humidity or weather or temperature change or something, but I don't get too crazy concerned about it. So still a nice shiny looking truck. All the little bits and pieces and details are in place. I just added some decals from modeltrucking.com, and that's about it. So we'll put this one on the shelf and call it done and call it good. All right, the next thing is I pulled this old kit out of the pile. It's been around for a while. This is the most complete one I've ever run across. I usually, when I was dealing these things, these were pretty common, but they always were just boxes full of parts and half-assembled stuff. So that I found this one still pretty much intact was amazing. This kit says you can build more than 11 variations. I think you can build at least 2 cars. The box I've seen better boxes. This is kit number 125-200. And it comes with tons of parts. So and here's the decal sheet, and I think it's still in pretty good shape actually, so maybe usable. I don't know. I wouldn't try. I'm just going to leave this kit alone. I'd never build this one. Here's the instruction sheet, and you can see it's not yellowed or anything, but here's your Model T stock build. It goes on and on. You need a card table. Let's see if we can get this thing unfolded all the way. Some history on customizing. Hints to the average modeler. Advanced modeler. Oh, get that. Special parts list. This kit was way ahead of its time, I think. Variations of the build. Variations of the parts to go together. And a stock Model T. Awesome kit. Awesome. So it's rare to find these kits with parts on the tree like this. All the chrome parts are still on the tree, and I can see why the real particular builders like the early stuff. Everything is really crisp and hardly any flashing on anything. It's just, you could just cut these parts off and put them together, literally. There's the sticky white walls. That's still intact, which is kind of rare. And here's a catalog of AMT was going to go in the slot car game for a while, and I don't think it worked out very well, but this is a catalog that explains their slot car system and their track. And there's 2 sets of axles in the box and some loose parts that I just left in there because I didn't want to get them out. So that's a real throwback in time on these old model kits. So I probably will never let this go because this is just cool. Okay, here's my choice for my next project. If you're going to have old drag car models and you're going to have gassers and stuff, you've got to have a flip nose straight axle front end 57 Chevy in the mix somewhere. So I chose this kit. This is the, I think, round 2 reissue of the 57 Chevy Spirit of 57 by MPC. And it's going to be ladder bar car, classic throwback to the 60s. They give you a better set of slicks and tires. You get a tinted glass option, which I probably will use, and a roll bar. We'll probably modify the dashboard and try to make this thing as authentic of a gasser as I can. And now, actually, if you're going to stick with 1960s, though, those guys, they left a lot of stock stuff in those cars. So here's the instruction sheet. Looks like a single throat Hillborn injection. I don't know, dual throat. I don't know what you call that. That's kind of a different setup. I may order up a couple resin carbs and put carbs on this thing. Suspension detail, chassis detail. This thing is going to be fun. Oh, no mufflers. Sorry. Flip front end. It's pretty cool. Pretty straightforward. Should work pretty good. And interior pieces. So that's going to be the next thing. I'll do this while the weather is kind of iffy for the next week or so, and that'll give me something to do. And then we will be getting back on playing with the real cars. And update on the 68 Chevelle Pro Street, the fuel tank. We're gonna get that out of there, but I got it full of fuel right now, so as expensive as fuel is, I'm gonna burn the fuel down before we mess with the tank. So we'll get some rides out of that, and I'll come up with a way to get the camera. I'd like to use this one in my phone because it's a way better camera than my GoPro. So anyways, that's all I have, and thanks for watching. And as usual, tickle that like button below and subscribe if you will. I appreciate that, and we'll be seeing you next time. We'll have some update on this model kit. Thank you.